Let's move on to main topic number 3. Rob, what is our third main topic today?
Our third main topic comes to us, and I thank you for this one, John. Cameron H. Hi, John and Rob. Newly released images from Hot Toys.
Hot Toys.
Show. I can't believe I've waited. I've waited so long, John. Newly released images from Hot Toys show the new black and gold Spider-Man suit that will be featured in Spider-Man No Way Home. However, the suit seems to feature elements of Doctor Strange's magic. Could this suggest that we'll be seeing Peter use the power of the Sorcerer Supreme come December? Well, John, we were talking about this before. Obviously, Hot Toys has been sort of the bellwether for the Marvel, certainly the shows. I was telling you before the show started, like we got a Hot Toys announcement of a new Winter Soldier figure at the beginning of the Marvel series. And then at the end, they held back on the Sam Wilson new reveal until it had all dropped and we met the new Captain America and what it looked like. And then Hot Toys dropped the figure announcement. They kind of did that here with Loki but this, dude, this is pretty interesting because we're 5 months out from No Way Home. Now there have been other toys, whether it's Lego, whether it's Funko Pops, we've seen these toys wondering whether or not, are these real? Like, how real are they? But if Hot Toys drops images, well, I mean, that's kind of the final verdict. This is pretty significant. I find it quite interesting. I mean, it harks back to the black suit Spider-Man. It harks back to a little bit of Iron Spider. But like our viewer pointed out, man, Cameron H., you are correct. Is Spider-Man wielding? Is he a sorcerer in this movie? We know that with Tony Stark gone, maybe Stephen Strange steps in to be his mentor. I don't know. But to me, like, first of all, of course, hello, pre-order. Anyway, CBM says, the official description doesn't give us much to go on, but does note that the figure comes with a, quote, selection of highly detailed accessories, including a gauntlet and mystic spiderweb effects. We see the former on the wall crawler's wrist here, and it seems that's going to come in handy during the final battle, especially if his webs can trap villains from another world. I find this design interesting and intriguing. And of course, John, I mean, it's not like I'm not going to buy it to go on my spider shelf. But I'll tell you, this figure left my spider senses tingling. And I think they waited till Loki had aired before they dropped this figure. I think they were, for whatever reason, I'm not going to say why I think so, but I think they did. And I think this is definitely pointing to the direction of where, obviously, Spider-Man No Way Home ties into whatever happens in Doctor Strange, the Multiverse of Madness, which ties into the end of WandaVision, which certainly has ramifications with Loki. So I think that the Marvel Cinematic Universe is setting up a huge, we definitely know where the direction, the compass is certainly pointing in the direction of reality has been torn asunder. The multiverse is fractured. There's all kinds of craziness happening. And I think I still think we saw the first indication of it at the end of Far From Home with J. Jonah Jameson. And I think we're going to see more of it. And I'll tell you one thing, I salivated when I saw these pictures.
There's a couple of things that come to mind here when I look at this, because first of all, you're right. When we see this coming up from Hot Toys, that does not make it 100% ironclad guarantee, but it's far more reliable than, say, if it comes out on a Lego package, right? Because Lego could do whatever they want. Hot Toys tries to make stuff that you will see on screen.
Yep.
And, one interesting thing about this too is I heard some people asking on Twitter today, why would Marvel allow these images to come out now? Well, remember, Marvel doesn't have anything to do with this. This is Sony's movie. Marvel produced it, but it's Sony owns it. They're the distributor. They make all the decisions about marketing. They make the decisions about what can come out and what can't as pertains to the movies and stuff like that. Even if Marvel has the toy license with Hot Toys, they can't put out any publicity things without Sony say so. So for whatever reason, they felt like it was okay. Rob, you and I were talking beforehand, and you and I both speculate that, we're wondering, well, why are they showing this? And we both think it's because a Spider-Man 2 or a Spider-Man 3 trailer is nigh. I think
Yes.
a trailer is nigh. And when that trailer comes out, I believe we are going to see this. Like, I think that's why they probably felt like they could release these images now, is because
Agreed.
this is something we're going to see. Interesting thing about this image, Rob, if you look at it, because it doesn't look like a different Spider-Man suit. If you look especially around the hands, it looks like whatever that black suit is, it looks like it's going over top of his regular Spider-Man suit. Because you look at his gloves, and even on the other side of the gauntlet, you still see the red of his outfit, and then it looks like the black is kind of layering over
Well, it looks
top
like
of
the
it.
Iron Spider suit's covered, like you said. Maybe the black is actually a mystical energy.
I mean, that could be it, because we are seeing a lot of mystical energy. And Rob, here we go. As much as I love, and I do, Rob, I really, really like Spider-Man No Way Home, or Spider-Man Far From Home, and Spider-Man Homecoming. I like those movies very much. And I love Tom Holland's Spider-Man. My one little constant nitpick is I never understood why they felt the need to make Spider-Man Iron Man Jr. I never understood that. And by the way, Vlad Mormont puts in the live chat, just to clarify this, says, there were reports that Kevin Feige guides the marketing this time. Kevin Feige never guides the marketing, even for his own movies. And Sony, it does their own marketing, just so you know. So you can ignore those reports. But it now feels like they've jumped from Spider-Man's not cool enough on his own, we got to make him Iron Man Jr., well, Iron Man's not here anymore. I know. Let's make him Doctor Strange Jr. Because Spider-Man's not cool enough. Everybody knows Spider-Man's not cool. He's boring. There's nothing interesting about Spider-Man. You got to make him like one of the other Marvel heroes. And so they make him like, now look. I am totally going to give them the benefit of the doubt on this, that when we see the movie, there will be contextual and narrative purpose for seeing what we're seeing here. And maybe this is another reality's version of Spider-Man. Maybe this isn't even Tom Holland's Spider-Man for all we know. So I will give it the benefit of the doubt. I'm just saying right now I've got my little spidey senses going on. It's like, really? You had to make him Iron Man Jr. first, and now you got to make him Doctor Strange Jr.? Whatever. I will say this, though. The look is badass. I mean, there's the pure look of the outfit is great. And that's why I chuckled when you said pre-order, because listen, I wouldn't mind having this on my shelf. That looks really, really good. But it is clear that he's going to become a ward, as Doctor Strange put it. What is he, your ward? As Doctor Strange put it, maybe he becomes the youthful ward of Doctor Strange. I don't know.
Well, John, something else happened today that we didn't see figures of that Hot Toys announced. They announced they've done their concept art series figures. They did like a concept art Captain America where he kind of looked like his final version. They announced today a concept art figure from Avengers Endgame called the Iron Strange figure. Now, I don't know what that means. I don't even know what that looks like yet. But an Iron Strange? Did Stephen Strange, were they going to have an Iron Strange outfit in Endgame? I don't know. Is that going to play into Spider-Man No Way Home?
I don't. There's so much up in there right now. The MCU right now is actually in a state of absolute wackiness. And when I say something like that, I normally mean that in a good way, and I don't right now. But we'll get onto that a little bit in our next topic. Speaking of which, guys, the question is for you. What do you think about this Spider-Man toy? Look, whatever the ramifications are of what we're seeing with the Mystic suit and everything, you got to admit the suit looks good. The suit looks really good. But what will it mean? How does it all tie in? Who knows, guys? Guys, what do you think about it? Jump on down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts.